That was quick.
Yeah. You watching for them DMCs? How you doing, Curly Whirly? Me too. I'm also sleepy. Hey, Ray.
We're all sleepy, aren't we?
Well, sleepy.
Looks like no one's worse for wear.
Yes, see.
Don't starve together?
I'm just gonna double check.
Hey, where did that garbage god go? What is Urizen after?
He's at the top of the Glyphod.
It's the other way around, Dante. This is the lowest level of the Glyphod's upper echelon. Human blood is the source of demons' power. The fruit born through the Glyphod is even more dense than the blood that created it. Its power is unparalleled. Even the almighty Mundus used it to become king of the underworld. Aviv told me everything.
Yeah, well, that's a lovely story and all, but as long as we know where to find him.
Whoa, you are the infamous Dante. I'm
no, I have to watch this again.
Goldstein.
Yes. Why do you think
Sound
I'm not
familiar?
skipping it?
My grandmother is Nell Goldstein, the gunsmith that made all your fancy weapons that you got strapped back there.
Yeah, Ray.
Yeah, there she is.
I'm angry, but I don't have
don't much look like her.
energy.
Yeah, I got my looks from my daddy. That's about all I got from me.
It's funny, Saf watched
But
the
based on his
scene, and when
research,
he saw it,
I
he said,
managed to
oh,
cobble
maybe
this.
this game is awesome after all.
Are you kidding me?
Consider it a gift in honor of us finally meeting.
Curly, you spent 200K on that film. I gotta like it. I can't do this though.
This dance in 14 when?
No. Yeah, there are eyes.
Yep.
Whoa! Yeah!
I'll take that. Dante, I'm gonna go too. Why don't you sit this one out?
Oh, let you call me dead weight again? No thanks. I've got all the power I need. Right here.
You don't understand. It's not what I mean.
Let him go, Dante. Time is a luxury that we can no longer afford. We must chase after him post-haste.
What? Does that mean you're going too?
I have a duty to see this through.
Well, that's all you had to say, Mr. Poetry. I'm gonna go my way, and you guys can go yours.
Yeah, as much as I
Let's
hate
just say that's the best for the
particular
cause.
thing, I do love that. That it's just the world.
Yep. That's my favorite thing about the franchise, I think. Crazy shit happens, but that's just... At the same time, serious stuff can happen. Like, it's just played straight. It works much better in the third game, I think. Just the balance is much better. Between the silly stuff and the serious stuff. But that kind of depends on... whether the serious stuff lands for you in the third game. For me it did, because I really enjoyed the serious side of the story.
I have an opinion on what you should do here, but it's... I don't know if you want to leave it up to vote.
Do you guys want to influence my choice? Because I would not mind. You can vote and then form can be the tiebreaker. I haven't really thought this through.
If you guys are voting on something different.
Yeah, I
I
haven't.
already have one in my mind, and I'm just gonna say it when the others have said it.
Yeah, that's one. That's one vote.
You're not allowed.
So that's 1.5. 1 1/3 vote for Nero. What about you?
I was also gonna say Nero.
Okay.
Yeah, same, but we'll get to know. Like, we're not gonna not see it.
Yeah.
We're just gonna see it later. These story stuff.
What specifically are you curious about, V? Because I am curious about that. Likewise, curious about your curiosity.
Now that V's story's been kind of laid open, I feel like it's everyone's story at that point.
Yeah.
It's not to say I don't want to see more of it.
I guess the question is, does he rejoin Urizen? Do they remain split and stuff like that?
I want to assume they do, but I don't know what to expect with this franchise.
To be honest, the moment they... I think I only told you this and not on stream, that I think I got confused somewhere along the line. They showed us who he is, but I just mixed it up. I can show you the cutscene again if you like, where he does his reveal.
It's fairly short.
Yeah, it doesn't cost me anything.
Do it. Tell her who the person at the beginning is if that's not clear in the cutscene.
Who the person at the beginning is?
The beginning of the cutscene, when he walks into the room, you can tell him who that is.
Oh yeah.
If that's not clear. Because he doesn't exactly look like himself.
I love that all these years and he still knows how to put on that exact voice.
Good.
And it's weird because his style of voice acting is very old, just outdated. So it feels a little out of place. Now I'm wondering if Nico's voice acting direction is intentional.
Definitely. Nice, definitely.
To make her stand out less in an environment where everybody's voice acting is kind of dated.
Yeah.
Doesn't save the character from you, but...
What was it?
It's this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this song is great. It's out there already, isn't it? The soundtrack?
Yeah. Oh,
Because it's part of the collector's edition?
yeah, I don't know if you, just a quick background. At the end of, by 3 a.m. we will have reached the cutscene that I meant to show. At the end of Devil May Cry 3, Dante and Virgil took it out for the last time. Obviously Dante wins, Virgil chooses to stay in hell, kind of rejecting humanity in several ways, rejecting the human world, rejecting his own humanity, rejecting Dante. He doesn't survive the hardships of hell because the ruler of hell finds him and repurposes him into something else. Repurposes him into Nello Angelo.
Standard. What is that?
This is just all around sick feel. And he was repurposed into Nello Angelo, a knight meant to stop Dante, not only because he was a match for Dante, but also because of the emotional sabotage. And this is the song that plays as a boss theme for Nello Angelo in the first game. Nello Angelo / Virgil. I showed this to, streamed this to Ray, I think, but I don't think you were on the stream, Curly. And I can switch that, this game's combat. Yeah, it is. It's a very bad Milla Jovovich movie. I can't show, like, it's not all of the songs from the previous games, just some. And I can switch that out with this game's combat themes. This was Nero's combat theme from the 4th game. And the lyrics are, "The time has come and so have I. I laugh last because you came to die." Unfortunately, at least this preview doesn't feature the lyrics, but this is the music. The time has come and so have I is basically a meme in the DMC community.
Well, of course.
Yeah, because it can be taken as an innuendo.
Oh boy. You know.
Whoa, looks like I took in a little too much. You okay?
I've been better. Dante, that demon is...
Don't even think about it. Just rest.
Dante! Take care of Trish for me. Dante, wait!
There.
I like how Dante consistently runs away from V. He doesn't want to.
That's what I said last time. Like, that's your brother, but that's why. Well, it's part of his brother, but that's why he is. very confrontational, except for when he isn't.
Yeah. Rides away from his responsibilities in a demon bike.
Yes.
He...
And I don't think he can win.
What was that demon V? Where did it come from? Urizen is not a demon. I know that for a fact because I'm from the underworld. My God.
Where the pixels line.
What are you then?
It doesn't matter. I'm a shadow of my former self who lost everything. I will tell you the story of my birth.
Oh, that was the preceding.
So it's the first one of 12? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Okay, this is the scene. And what he recalls happens shortly after we see the hooded figure take Nero's arm. The arm shifts in to reveal Yamato, and the hooded figure slices at in front of
Suffering
him.
defeat after defeat. That man's body was reaching its limit, breaking down. But he couldn't die yet. The man had a job that must be done. To defeat his twin brother.
That being Dante.
Dante.
Right? That's exactly what we both were thinking.
chain that does freeze my...
In order to defeat his younger brother, he could only do one thing with the crumbling flesh and feelings.
Yep.
He needed
Same.
to separate man
Girl.
from devil with the strength of the Yamato. And eventually, the man became a true devil.
It's very poetic somehow.
I also like that you added, and appreciate that you added perceived in front of the word weakness.
Yay!
Yes. Right.
Or his devil side, since supposedly Urizen is not a demon.
Yeah. Well, he's kind of like a synthetic demon.
Yeah.
Trish is that convenient bit of exposition where she says that she's from the underworld. By that, she was bait. That was her role in the in Devil May Cry 1. She's the sort of, that typical noir setting where a hot dame walks into the detective's office. That was that was the opening scene in Devil May Cry 1, and she was the hot dame, except this hot dame looks like Dante's mother, which really fucked with him. But that was more than enough to make him take up the case of, Demon King Mundus is trying to open the gate to the underworld to destroy the world, la la la. But it turned out that all was just bullshit to create ambush for Dante. And she was bait. She was Mundus's lackey. shape-shifting demon who took on the guise of his mother. But at the end, when Mundus is ready to basically kill Trish as collateral, Dante survives and saves Trish. And that really confuses her as a demon who does not understand human emotions. You know, like sacrifice or saving another person. So that's kind of how she attaches to Dante's hip. She saves him at the end and joins up with him, appreciating humanity a lot more. There's a famous scene. Why is she so damn strong she can use the Sparta then? Well, V cannot use Sparta because he's dying, and he's one half of a whole. Trish is a strong demon.
Did she use it?
She uses it, and she used it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
She used it in the franchise before, but that's up to anyone whether that's canon, I suppose. This franchise is just whatever goes, but there's a famous franchise, infamous, I should say, scene at the end of Devil May Cry 1 where, she sort of used it in this game. It's just that in 4, she uses it more, and also her playable character can use Sparta as an actual weapon. At the end of 1, Trish and Dante face off against Mundus, and while they're victorious, Trish is unconscious, seemingly dead, and Dante picks her up in his arms, and he laments her death, and he exclaims, "I should have been the one to fill up your dark soul with light." That's about the level of voice acting that existed in that game, and it remains whenever someone tries to argue that Devil May Cry has good storytelling, it always boils down to that scene.
It is amazing.
Of course, she wakes up at that point, by the way, and turns out she's alive. And yeah, the hula girl is great.
Isn't she great? That's not usually where the joints are on those things, but this works so much better.
High road's out, so I'll take the low road. Come on!
Not getting used to this again.
Thanks. What the fuck? What? Chorus of malediction.
Okay.
That's just the introduction.
Yep, so.
Go down to go up. Sure, that's straightforward. Good. Get to go wild.
Hey, it really did look so. good with the enemy design here, taking something like an element of a body part of familiar.
Yeah. It's kind of inspired by man, that's a lot of shields.
Yeah.
Oh, he killed one of them.
Thanks. Some nice counters in the beginning.
Yeah. One combo that I favor and alternate between on Dante is triangle pause, but on Nero it's triangle triangle pause. And now I keep doing this instead. What I mean to do is Where's my punchline? Why is it not working? Oh, because I am using lock on. God damn. Yeah, I just can't see them yet. So. God damn, those eyeballs kicked my ass.
Yeah, they did all.
This presence.
Yeah.
The devil's down even deeper.
The nobody is from Devil May Cry 1, by the way. It's a returning enemy. While I was fighting, I was gonna say that the sort of grosser designs, what you described as taking something existing elements and just like hodgepodge creating together this an unsettling presence. That's something that existed more in the first two games, and they moved away from that starting with 3. So it's kind of nice seeing them come back to that.
Yeah.
One of the more common enemies in one of the more common enemies in Devil May Cry 1 were marionettes. The way they would spawn in, they would just descend from a portal above, just on their strings, limply, and then as the strings are cut, they would collapse to the floor and then get back up. Sort of. That was the one of the more common enemies in the first game. Oh.
Take a break, kid! While you're talking, I'm still fighting. I'm down! Come on, baby! I'm down! Come on, baby!
There's a lot of them. Why couldn't I grab him? Oh, are they bugging out? Yeah.
Yeah, that airtime machine's gonna do a lot.
No. Yeah, I think so.
You did it. Disney game?
What?
That dumpster stuff?
Oh, awesomely?
Weird.
No.
Can't grab it, so. Oh no!
Oh, did I bug this out?
Or Dante bugged it out.
Uh-oh.
Try to destroy whatever you're on. Oh no! Where he's going? Well, this is unfortunate.
I'll have 3 start the mission, I think.
Yeah. Let's try to destroy this thing again.
What?
That's behind you. That.
What's that?
Behind you there was.
This?
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
These are the destroyed remnants.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering if it was still there, or just showing as being destroyed.
You can hear Dante like in the background.
Yeah. So you need to wait for him to be done?
No. I think the gold. No, I didn't die here, right? The gold orb. That's not.
No. Oh, hello.
Okay.
Just stuck in his own little hell. That's better than the whole mission. Presumably.
I wonder if it's just the cameo system that fucked something up.
Yeah.
This is the worst bug I've ever encountered in any DMC.
The devil's down even deeper.
Not counting Devil May Cry 2. So that's a little upsetting.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Come here! Come here!
No.
Well, you're talking.
Now you're here both of
Yeah.
Potentially 3 players.
Whoa! Hello!
Excuse me? Okay. You know what? You go for it. You reach for those stars. Come on.
Yeah? Huh.
And I guess they couldn't see your enemy either. Because they weren't...
They just disappeared.
Yeah, they weren't fighting.
Guess it's time to look it up.
Yeah. Curly says I'd say disconnect from PSN, but that would likely kill the stream too.
Yeah, I can't stream at the same time. I'm just looking up real quick what I mean. So all these videos.
Ray says restarting whole mission does. It's because of the online aspect of this game. If other players are ahead of you on the mission, it could glitch. Normally it doesn't though. Happened to me too. That's a quote from someone.
I mean, if it's a level...
I'm assuming restarting the whole mission does fix it.
I heard you the first time.
No, I didn't specify because I just read restarting whole mission does. But I'm assuming that restarting the whole mission does fix it. Oh, it does not work. Right, restarting the checkpoint doesn't work. Shame.
Yeah. I disapprove.
Disapprove?
I disapprove.
Same. Kind of punches the fun out of it a little bit.
I get it.
Good.
What time is it?
I have no idea.
Comfy caterpillar.
Yeah. Just press the side button. It is fun having all the three characters in a room, but not if this is the sacrifice you have to make.
Yeah. Almost, it's an issue with V and Nero, yeah.
Well, time to play Dante.
I mean, if it happens again, I'll just PvP, to be honest. Like, I want to play more, but at the same time, it's like...
Yeah.
If I would have PvP'd in the afternoon.
Yeah. If only you could play games all day.
Just feel a little bit restrained in that I want to PvP, but my only PvP hours are 1 to 3 or 4 a.m.
High road's out, so I'll take the low road.
Oh, that's just Curly suggested that someone spreads the word to sort of revitalize the community for PvP, and Rival Wings being one of the game modes.
Go down to go up. Sure, that's straightforward. Good. Get to go wild.
And yeah, same Curly, but I'm trying not to let it get to me. what helps me in this game, regarding what Curly said, is that I'll be playing through this multiple times anyway. So if it was like on Dante Must Die mode or something, then I would be like, oh my god, no.
Stylish? Look at him.
His presence. Devil's down even deeper.
Amazing. God damn. Trying to do something clever, but it's not working out.
He does sound like a monk.
While you're talking, I'm still fighting.
I think my favorite move in this whole game, maybe that upside down gun thing you do.
This one?
No,
Okay, yeah.
Here is the version of the other boy. But there he is. That's the same guy.
Let's give him a little taste of the good shit. Now get to work. I'll play with ya. Come on.
You get the move too? Oh, I think Cyclops might be stuck.
Oh, it's because it's a cutscene, that's why. At least that's what I'm
Looks like we still got a long ways to go.
Yeah.
Really? Huh.
Short. I mean, it's not necessarily short because the fights last a long time, but
This is definitely one of those missions where let's really put the cameo system to the test.
yeah.
Let us really, with this mission,
I mean-
prove that this works.
Yeah.
Just for that, woohoos!
Yeah.
He's getting
he
us
was
stylish.
Okay.
Uh.
The other guy came in right at the end, though. I didn't even get to see an enemy, I don't think.
See, right, I actually like this gimmick, I think.
I like it.
It's
but-
just that, I don't think the bugs really,
Yeah.
sabotage the concept. Yeah, the bugs suck. But, just go through the list of things that don't work in 14 that have a cool concept. Yeah. Aniki? Oh, it's Aniki. Well, if he's my Aniki, how can I not rate him as not stylish? Wait, why couldn't I rate myself? This game's busted.
Because you know you're stylish.
You get some stupid ass names from randos on the screen, it doesn't really add anything. I don't know. For myself, I enjoy seeing other people play.
Oh, bud.
It basically just adds flavor, in my opinion. Devil May Cry franchise is anyway about showing off and seeing what others do, and a lot of the time other people have different ideas than you. It's not really a game where one person finds the most optimal thing. For example, a lot of people, like the DMC community, amongst the celebrities who put up footage of their style videos and stuff, fans of those people often, well, not often, but sometimes are at each other's throats because they will say stuff like, oh, this, can't remember all of their names off the top of my head, but they'll say something like, Denguri is a one-trick pony. He just does, he finds one or two juggle combos that work, and he'll just do all of that all the time. Someone else will say, okay, this person cannot do aerial combat and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was up with the other times when we didn't even see another player.
It's not active every mission is the thing.
But sometimes it would ask you to rate someone, and we were like, where were they? When did this happen?
Yeah, I mean, to me that happened fewer times than not seeing them, than the alternative. It does happen. It can bug out the mission. It's unfortunately a feature that is not 100% functional, is not 100%, does not work 100% as intended, but I still like it on paper.
Yeah.
And I like it when it works. Just like PvP in 14, you know? Rival Wings. When it works, it's fun, but when it doesn't, the AoE effects that take 2 to 3 seconds to land. So that's basically the region where I'm coming from. How do I have 65,000 orbs?
That's a good question.
Feels like that mission would be good to farm for orbs then.
Yeah. Maybe that's what people meant by it being...
No, it was a different. It does feel like a last minute thing, I want to say, but it was not.
It feels very experimental is what it is, and that's what it is, but...
Bear in mind this engine is Resident Evil engine. It was not developed with extensive online features in mind from what I can tell. So I don't know how flexible the engine is in that regard, housing online features. I don't know if they should have made it more prevalent. Yeah, that's... You do that with the hat. You do that with Dr. Faust. There's an exploit-ish that you can use the red orb.
Which I guess is why those two people were using it.
Probably.
Or they enjoyed it, if we want to be less cynical. You gonna get a royal fork?
I don't know.
You royally fork everyone up.
But yeah, I don't really want... I don't know if I would have liked it to be more prevalent. Maybe marginally more so? Did I buy...
Fuck yeah!
It's 50,000 now. Enemy step. I guess I should be buying these on all characters.
Yeah.
So much money. What I do like about this feature is that at the beginning of the game and at any point in settings, I believe, you can specify for it to prefer friends. So if you have friends on the same platform who are playing the game at the same time, you'll be far more likely, I don't know how much more likely, but there is a setting for the system to favor friends over randoms. So, you know.
Speaking of chances, Ray, I did tabletop stuff today. I had your RNG. We actually rolled a D100 on something, and I rolled a fucking 1 on a D100. We just watched it roll across the table and land on that shit. Thank you. Literally 1% chance.
I do wonder if you can turn off the cameos though now.
A little longer. Hold on, just a little longer.
Shadow of Chaos. Oh, you can't do it in missions, of course. No, not during missions.
Right, yeah. Still very neat. Like, all characters have something that I miss on other characters, which isn't a bad thing. It just means they all have.
Are you alright, V? You might want to take a break.
These lights are neat.
Yeah.
I want to have them.
Hello, it's your waifu.
Oh, it's my waifu! Welcome back.
Uh-oh.
She's beautiful. She'll take care of you.
She did.
Where am I? I'm losing my power. Gotta recover somehow.
They're gone, along with his summons.
This dimension is healing my body.
Sit up from the wife. Love me some good rock formations.
Yeah, the summons flew out of him. You could see the red and the violet orb.
Well, that's not going to open.
Ah. Ah.
Gotta get it. So close. I think you could use that rock that jumps out of the front.
This one?
No. So you keep going. This one.
I mean, I can't jump on top of it. I like his little hand grabby animation. He tries to grab for Griffin.
Please. This doesn't look like it wants you to do it.
No. How the fuck do I get there?
Maybe it's just a tease, a fake. Yep. Huh? Can you go there from here? No, not without Griffin.
Can't even remember where it was behind this.
Yeah, it's on the other side.
Hold on. I'd be a little bit irritated if what mission is this? 14, never mind, I guess. If this will suffer from the usual end of game syndrome where it's rushed, it'll be super combat heavy and gimmicky, and you know how usually modern day games end. It's just a sprint through gimmicks towards the end. That's how it usually works. Alright, fine.
So, this is where they are. I'm claiming what's mine.
You get a third friend?
Nightmare.
Oh. Are you gonna have to fight your buds? drop it the most.
Yeah.
Especially on 3. I don't know why. Wait on everyone. It's just because he's different.
Yeah, I agree though.
Look at how great this looks.
But the following contraries, these are true. Settle back.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, was that scripted that he impaled you, or did that just
Yeah,
happen?
yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, boss rush time. Is that where the oh yeah. What about, oh, is that Gilgamesh? I don't know which one.
I think so. Or is it the silverfish?
Oh yeah, it's the Artemis.
Yeah. Glad you know what I mean.
You know what? You can stay.
Why I never. You'll be nothing without me. Me.
Good
You're so
job.
whiny. Such a dumb bird. Yep.
Hold on. I guess that one was a little harder for V, so that's why they gave her less health.
Yeah.
Where was this motherfucker again? Can I just do this? No.
Oh. That was very close. Oh, you did it.
Pretty sure that's not how I was supposed to do it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
That's right, Orb. I need it.
Neat. There's nothing up there?
I guess not.
Oh, surface.
There?
I think so. Yeah. Oh no, where's okay. Oh, maybe it looks flat.
Submit your tech to speedrunners.com.
There's absolutely a flat surface. It's not letting me land on it.
There's nothing there, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little fiddly.
Yeah.
Fiddly.
Bum leg.
It's just got crap. Don't worry about it. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Get him. Good job.
That's great. Yeah, it really was. I think this is my favorite, like, summoner playstyle.
Let's get the hell out of
Really
here.
nice.
Humidity is killing me.
I feel like
It's time we got back on course.
there's not much competition really, since all pet classes are trash. Every single fucking one of them.
I mean, I don't know if I share that opinion to such an extreme degree,
Look,
but
every time
I can see where you're coming
Every
from.
time I play a game, every single fucking time, I'm like, oh, I wonder if they'll have any pet classes, because that'll be really cool.
Oh, we finally made it out.
Never is.
It was something else, huh?
Best we avoid it if possible, especially given my condition.
I do love I love Beastmaster, but it doesn't feel like a. I mean, all right, yeah, I do.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. It's the only other one.
Okay,
It's the only other one.
that's the exception.
It's very different from this and from normal pet classes where you have like 3 options. And granted, Beastmaster also kind of came down to a handful of options. But you could potentially have the whole world.
To be fair, these are
like,
not
it's
exactly fair comparisons.
No, it's nowhere near as neat. That is exactly correct. This is so polished and so nice.
So polished after a mission where we put out.
The game itself
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
polished,
I'm
but
kidding.
this character for sure is. And it's also
What the fuck do you mean this game is not polished?
It's not. It's not. Don't you give me that look. But
Sleeping on a couch tonight.
it's fine. I'm comfortable right where I am. I'll just sleep while you play. That's not a
Okay,
problem.
yeah, that's fine.
I was gonna say something. Very passionate about this. Oh yeah, it's also really fun to watch.
Yeah. I am curious for each one of you. Who is your favorite character to watch, do you think? For you it would be...
Dante still.
Okay.
But V's a close second, and like Nero's almost. Yeah, Nero I guess is third, but not by much.
Okay.
No time to worry about them beats. Gotta hurry.
Dante's interesting to watch because I've seen you play him before, and it's more of the same but prettier. Nero looks a lot of fun, but he's not necessarily a lot of fun to watch. He looks fun to play.
Hearing them, but I'm not seeing them.
Sounds like they're close.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Here.
Hold on, guys, I'm late.
And for Ray, it's Dante, Nero otherwise. He's fun to watch. His movement, but the pet's sort of not so much as a spectator, yeah.
Hello.
Get what?
Did it
Fuck.
bug out again?
Oh right, there were some vines back here. Do you really dislike the motorcycle that much then?
Dante's guns is still my favorite. I don't know what it is. Just so nice and jumpy.
If I hurried up, I would see them, but that's kind of the flaw of the system.
I understand disliking the guns.
The motorcycle.
Motorcycle.
Where is it?
Looks like it's where you're going, but... Yeah. Well?
No.
What could go wrong?
There's still, I think, one more weapon that I'm missing as Dante. Yes. One. Cerberus.
Oh.
Which is really cool. No pun intended. for someone like me, because that's the returning weapon from Devil May Cry 3, except it functions differently. And that's my favorite kind of thing, where you bring something back, it is still recognizably similar, but it is also completely new. Not completely, but you get what I'm saying.
I forgot you were doing a mission.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Drop a little bit first. This is like that one thing I get worse to. I can't explain.
You can't do it.
Why? Because you don't have land on stuff?
Shit. Simpler reason.
Okay.
I can cheese this by summoning Nightmare or riding him to the blue orb. That's not touching the ground, technically.
Yeah,
These not touching the
I'm
ground.
sure, that it counts as you touching the ground.
No? That's Nightmare touching the ground, not me.
Yeah, but I'm sure the game does not agree with
I
that.
don't.
Well, I mean, let's fucking try it then.
I can't.
Oh.
I don't have DT.
Oh, okay. I see. Nice excuse.
Secret Mission 10. I'll come back here.
Yeah. You still got a couple to do. It's kind of nice to have a few that you haven't gotten.
Yeah.
My journey is coming to an end.
If he reaches the fruit, it will all be over. Even Mundus failed to reign over the human world. Surely, he will not.
Malphus. No way can we handle her. We don't have the strength.
I know. But we must get through this. Somehow.
Have I told you guys the background of this? Chicken?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oof. Good laugh. Smuggest Nero.
Yeah. Here's a gross bird. I love it.
Yeah, it's since Devil May Cry was formerly a prototype for Resident Evil 4, they had a kind of griffin hybrid gross bird as a boss, but since that prototype became Devil May Cry 1, they reused the concept for the adult griffin as a boss in that game. You defeat it obviously in that game. This design is the concept art of the baby of that griffin. So they reused that concept and they brought it over. So this is kind of an indirect reference to Devil May Cry 1. It's the baby bird version of that griffin boss. And Malphus, whoever she is clearly a demon who just like creates chimeras and stuff, so she just fused herself into into the body of this baby to sort of strengthen herself.
Really, I feel exactly the same way. Well, I guess I don't hate it.
I love it. Beaks with teeth is a very easy way to create something that has this quick factor, and I very much approve of that.
You ever seen a goose?
Yeah?
That's not how the sentence
Damn
is
it.
supposed to end.
Running a little low. Not gonna last much longer without a refill.
Hey, honey. Need assistance?
What the hell's your problem? You trying to kill me?
If you want a bitch, blame it on Lady. She's behind the wheel. Okay, enough with the suspense. What do you need?
They do seem to almost hit Nero a lot more than the other characters.
I reluctantly agree. Alright, let's do PvP. That was not intended to rhyme.
I like how I was gonna ask a question and I just say, you ever see a goose?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
I know, but it's just I heard it come out of my mouth and couldn't make it work anymore.
Go to sleep.
I will go to sleep. You go to sleep.
I'm not rambling sleepily. Guess I got pretty much everything.
I still got a couple of achievements.
Yeah,
One for
it's just
airtime and
progress probably.
No, you got some airtime and stuff.
Oh, that one airtime. Yeah.
Hooray, good. It's a very good popcorn machine. And it has a mouth, so it needed some eyes on it. And it makes me happy. I can send you a picture. I don't have it.
Yeah, I'll share it.
Air got me a popcorn machine and I put some googly eyes on it.
Screw it, I'll do this garbage later. The inventory management and replenishing all of the arms that I lost. Oh, you can swap between loadouts on this screen. Just by pressing L1 and R1.
Nice.
That's superb.
Yeah. Hey babies. Have a good RP? What the fuck? PvP time.
Thanks. We'll do both.
Sure. At the same time though.
Yeah, well, RP getting fucked up the ass.
Okay. So how do you do that?
Yeah.
Just...
I'll see you guys in 14.
Good night.